Okay, so you guys can probably tell by the title, I have not been having a good day. So, to give more context as to what happened, my computer had no storage left. Like, I think I had 3 gigabytes on my C drive and like 40 gigabytes still on my D drive. But for some weird reason, my program files were like over stored, and I could tell, judging from looking at like my file size settings, that it should not be taking up like 330, I think, gigabytes it was for files that were only like 200 gigabytes in size. So I basically went into settings and I take it around. I cleared up like I think 80 gigabytes of storage on my C drive and then another like 30 on my D drive, and it was all good until then. No problems there. Then I decided, okay, wait, I must have tinkered around a little too much because now all of a sudden my laptop speakers stopped working. So I was like, okay, well, let me try solving this issue. Let me try uninstalling the driver and then reinstalling them. Because if you guys don't know, computers operate through drivers. If you have like the hardware, you need a driver to actually allow that hardware to operate on your PC. So what you can do normally is you can uninstall your driver, and when you reboot your PC, your drivers typically auto install. But I guess I uninstalled a little too much because all of a sudden I booted up my PC again, and now my second monitor wasn't working. All of my Bluetooth settings were gone, and yeah, it was just cooked. So what did I do next? I installed Windows, because what you can do is you can do a Windows upgrade. Basically, what that is you're basically reinstalling Windows on your existing Windows, and what it'll do, it'll reset all your drivers. For the most part, at least, it'll reset most of the software, and it'll leave all of your information intact. So it doesn't delete any videos. It saves all of your like applications. It's basically just like repairing anything that's broken, if it was broken, which in my case it was. But the issue was, when I downloaded the Windows installer, I had my SSD drive, which I don't have on me right now because it's currently connected to another computer, and I'll get to that in a second. But I usually put it in this case. It's 1.8 terabytes in size. It's a SanDisk SSD and Windows installed on it. So for those of you guys who are familiar with technology or have installed Windows before on a computer that you built or for your family or whatever, you probably understand what happened. For those of you who don't understand what this means, basically all of the space, that 1.8 terabytes, by the way, the size goes gigabytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes, all right? All of that 1.8 terabyte storage basically got completely blocked off, and all I had access to was a 32 gigabyte Windows installer. Now, you might be wondering, okay, so why is that important? Well, that 1.8 terabyte disk drive that I have is also the same disk drive I use to put everything YouTube related on. So pretty much all the content that I've made so far, plus the content that we have upcoming, so like all the 1 month of what pre-recorded content we have left now, which we're actually catching up really fast. Like I said, I thought we'd be done by the end of June. That was compromised, meaning, put simply, it could have been all deleted, which you could probably imagine I was panicking really, really hard. So what happened? So the computer was bricked. I realized like a split second too late, because when I installed Windows, normally you can choose between installing it into a USB, or you can use like a electronic drive, and you can partition one of your drives to basically act as like a virtual USB, and you can put Windows on there. I installed the wrong thing. So instead of doing the virtual thing, I installed it onto my USB, which I didn't realize until it was too late, and the drive was wiped. Now, what did I do? I instantly unplugged the drive, because that's what you should do. The more you keep your drive connected to power on the laptop that you installed, or any device that you installed Windows on, every second it runs, the higher and higher chances of that drive now being overridden. So if you have any important information on like a USB and you install Windows on it, the first step you should do is, if you want to recover any of those files, is unplug it right away. Of course, through the eject, so that it doesn't crash your drive, but you should get it out of your computer, because otherwise your computer will continue to write on it and your files will get deleted. So anyways, luckily for me, I still had 400 gigabytes left on that drive spare. So I unplugged it, and then I immediately stopped everything, and I was like, okay, so now I have a bricked computer and I have a bricked SSD drive. What am I going to do? I am freaking out. That was 2 p.m. yesterday. So what did I do next? I started looking up online how to recover files from a drive. And first, I think I used a program called DMDE, which is basically a disk scanning software. I scanned the drive. I saw that the files were actually still there. And I actually tried recovering one. And lo and behold, one of the videos was working, which was amazing. The downside, the file name was gone. So basically, instead of like the way that I organize my YouTube videos is I organize them by the date so that I can always like match the video and audio like by dates together to make like the next episode. If that's all gone, I basically now have like 30 videos and audios with like basically random names, and I don't know when they were made. Meaning I would have to now figure out the order of which episodes were, which I don't really know, right? You guys can probably tell from watching the free to play series that I have everything like predetermined based on recording dates. If that's all gone, I have no idea when what is what. And also, now that the audio files don't have names either, I have no idea what audio voiceovers match to the gaming like videos. So I could have like completely different things. So it's going to be a nightmare. It was going to be an absolute nightmare. That probably would have taken dozens, hundreds of hours. Luckily for me, I went from DMDE to a program called RStudio, not the RStudio for coding, for those of you guys who do like statistics and stuff like that, but RStudio, it's like recovery studio. It's for technicians who specialize in recovering files. And that software, which I ended up getting a license for, that managed to find some of the actual names and creation and modified dates, which will allow us to recover it. So yeah, all the videos are pretty much intact. And now there's like a decent, like 90% chance that I still have the file names and dates as well. So the free to play series is probably saved. But that took all of yesterday from like I said, like 2 p.m. in the afternoon all the way to like midnight. And then it's still going today because I had to leave the recovery software overnight because it's 1.3 terabytes. That takes like 12 hours, more maybe. So it's still going on in the background. I just wanted to make this video to give you guys an update on what's been happening. It was so annoying too because literally the reason why all this started was because I wanted to fix my laptop speaker because I was editing the next episode. So kind of ironic now that I have no content to really show you guys right now except for this. So anyways, that's the state of the SSD drive. What the heck happened to my computer? Put simply, I went to bed, I woke up, I did what I said I'd do before. This time, instead of using that USB, because obviously that's getting repaired on a different computer, I did the virtual USB install and downloaded Windows through there. And I did the Windows upgrade, and the Windows errors got solved. Issue: I lost access to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth stopped working, my monitor still wasn't working, audio obviously isn't working, and pretty much every single driver that I had just vanished. So my computer literally became a brick. So what did I do next? I went to that other computer that I'm doing the repair on. I downloaded some files through the Dell software, because I have a Dell Precision 5690, to basically install repair software. And I went through this order. I first reinstalled like my Intel main driver, I think, and then like a management software, and then I reinstalled Wi-Fi, and then I reinstalled Bluetooth, and that got most of my PC specs back online. And then after I did that, I had to run the Dell Command Update, I think is what it's called. Dell Command Update. Yeah, Dell Command Update. It basically scans through your computer, fully repairs everything, and yeah, I managed to get everything back. My microphone was buggy. I had to reinstall my microphone settings. I don't know if my mic still sounds good or not, but if it sounds buggy, that's the reason why. Hopefully it's still fine. I think I got it back to the way it was before, so thank God. But as you can probably tell, it has officially been 24 hours since, a little more than 24 hours since this problem started. And I am worn out. I didn't think I could get another video out considering all the free-to-play content is still being recovered. And I don't really have anything here except for that secret video that I'm working on. Thankfully, by the way, that secret video is fully saved because Obviously, I was working on it on the computer and I didn't move it over to the drive yet. But yeah, it's so bad. The drive, like, if I don't get it repaired like fully, I've basically lost like a ton of editing time, and also it's going to be really bad because all the editing, like all the edits that I make, like those transitions, um, any kind of like headings, text fonts that I do, they all are presets that I had to make. I spent like hours making specific edits, and they're all on that drive. So if that drive fails, then I am just cooked, and I will have to basically start from scratch. We are basically going to be going from absolutely nothing, going from ground zero up. But luckily for me, I don't think that's going to be the case. Like I said, all the videos are preserved. I still have a lot of file names that are preserved as well. And from the looks of it, I will be able to get like 90% of the stuff back. And I think the 10% that did get the names and stuff erased, I can probably just mix and match anyways. And I'll figure out a way to get it back. Anyways, that's enough talk about that. I don't even know what else to say, honestly. It's just so fried. I just wanted to make this video giving you guys an update in case you're wondering why content's not coming out. And I'd like to be transparent about these kind of things before like the problems like go too out of hand. Like I don't want to just disappear on you guys. But speaking of which, my computer is showing like another red dot. What is this? Windows Update. Oh, goody goody. My computer still hasn't have all of its errors solved. That's great. Anyways, I'm gonna go finish up these issues. Hopefully I can fix this. Apparently I've got some security and Intel extension driver updates to do. So I'll be gone. If you guys have any questions, or if anyone who's watching this video doesn't typically watch my videos and you clicked on this video link because you saw the title, I lost all of my data on a drive and I got it back. Please leave a comment down in the comment section and I can give you guys more insight as to how I managed to get through all this. If you guys want a more detailed video, like let's say, I don't know how many of you guys have like a drive or something where you have like important family photos and you lost all of them because the drive like got corrupted. I can give you guys more insight on how I was able to fix it, but that's only if you guys want to hear more about it. But yeah, thanks for watching till the end. If you're here, I need to go take a break. My brain is fried. But hey, we learn from stupid mistakes, and now I know how to do IT work. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Yerberta signing off.